You don't want any part of this.
Who is that guy?
He's like Iron Man and Thor rolled into one.
He's no Spider-Man.
What is it with you and Spider-Man?
What, he looks out for the neighborhood, has a dope suit, and I really respect him. Sup, dickwad?
We finally made it. The end of the road. 23 weeks. We had our ups, we had our downs, but we did it. The MCU rewatch is finally complete with Spider-Man Far From Home.
Down.
And what a finale, man. Woo.
Dude, ending on a down. That's tough.
Yeah,
that's really tough.
Toxicity.
This Peter Parker really did have no consequences.
For real, listen, dude, I'm tired of a Peter Parker that doesn't have consequences. I'm tired of a Peter Parker that doesn't take responsibility for his actions.
Tired of a Peter Parker that doesn't have relatable problems.
I'm just... when I came out of this movie, I just felt sick.
He's depressed, but he wants to go on vacation. He's depressed, but he wants to get a girlfriend. Those things do not mix.
Those things do not mix, exactly.
They do not mix. This movie just, like you said, it just makes you feel sick.
Yeah.
Sick. This Peter Parker, he does not have long-lasting consequences at all. Dude, his identity gets revealed. Dude, that's not gonna affect. That's not gonna affect anything.
That's not gonna affect anything.
That's not gonna affect anything.
They can easily write it off as, oh, it's an alternate reality.
I feel like alternate realities really wouldn't help. It wouldn't really help because there's already too much going on in the MCU alone. So bringing in something else like the multiverse, it would just it would add on as as plot points that aren't needed right now. Being framed for murder, having your identity exposed, just now. I wouldn't say just now falling in love, but just now getting into a big relationship. It would just create too many plot points. It just wouldn't make sense to add to.
Well, isn't that the point of a phase starter? This movie's right after Endgame, which is I think this movie's job is to set up plot points for the next of the phase. I think they could perfectly do a multiverse right now because they just end off with time travel. And they have to.
I don't think they should do a multiverse in Spider-Man.
I didn't say it should. I said they could. I think it'd be fine.
Anything's possible.
If this movie came right before Endgame, I would agree that they're setting up too much stuff before a big finale. But this is pretty much a brand new phase. You could pretty much count this last film of Phase 3 or beginning of Phase 4.
But before we get into all of that, welcome back to the regular podcast. It's Anything But. We return with the MCU Rewatch, episode 23, the finale, Spider-Man Far From Home. All right. Let's get back to talking about this multiverse thing.
What was I saying? I don't even know, Sterling.
You was talking about something about the multiverse is gonna be in Doctor Strange 2 or something like that.
Well, I remember. I said they could set up back to what David said about them doing too many plot points. I think it's the perfect place to do it at the beginning of the phase. Peter Parker's identity. It could be a major part of Phase 4. If you want a Spider-Man who doesn't have a mentor figure right. We've seen that in 5 other Spider-Man movies.
But at the same time, though, he's never been... Exactly.
We've seen one Spider-Verse movie. We've seen one Spider-Verse movie.
But we've always seen Spider-Man in team-up movies. Why can't we just get a movie with him swinging around New York
Spider-Man,
City?
He's not supposed to be on his own. This Spider-Man, he's supposed to be in the shadow of great heroes. He's in a world
Why should he be in the shadow?
Because that's the MCU they have set up. He's in the shadow of gods, rich billionaires.
But the entire arc of Homecoming is the fact that he doesn't have to be, the entire plot of Far From Home, that he doesn't have to live up to Tony Stark. And that's what happens in the end of the movie. That's why the theme
I'd say that's more about this movie. I'm sorry to interrupt, but hold on, just repeat that. What do you think Homecoming is?
I said that
he doesn't have to live in the shadow of Tony Stark, right?
Yeah.
Or did you say Far From Home? Okay. I thought
did.
you said Homecoming. Go on.
And then at the end, he has his final swing. He got the girl. He saved the day. and then all of it, and then his world just crumbles to pieces. This is a great storyline for Spider-Man. Oh yeah, let's add Tobey Maguire in there. Let's add Andrew Garfield. Whoa, Miles Morales might make a cameo. Let's put Doctor Strange in here to hold his hand like he's a baby. He's not
But
a
the
baby
thing
anymore. This is
you're
Spider-Man.
automatically jumping to conclusions that he's gonna hold his hand. Like just
But
because,
that's the
like
thing.
all we have right now is
Exactly.
the casting. All we have right now is the casting. That
But in every
he will appear.
Spider-Man movie, he has a mentor figure. Like I don't know the context of Doctor Strange being in the movie, but all I know is that they said Doctor Strange will have a Tony Stark like mentor role